No, maybe not. I'm just trying to hit record. So hang on a second. So tonight's training, we're really excited to be covering one of the essentials of doing this business well. I think there's been some salt spray. Yes, there has on my computer screen. So I have no idea what's going on. Anyway, tonight is all around looking at some of the latest ways of attracting customers, of connecting with people. Technology is always changing and evolving, which is amazing, but we want to give you just the latest of what's actually working. We're going to be speaking to some amazing team tonight who've had incredible success just this past month, attracting between 7 and 11 new customers personally for the month. I think there's a lot we can all learn from that. Who would love to attract, 7, 11 customers in a month? Yes. All right. So we've got some things that we can learn. So that's exciting. And just getting back to some essentials of what works, because sometimes it's the simple things and we think it's something big and complicated, but it's actually not. So I'm going to pass over to you to kick things off.
So first strategy, really simple. A lot of you do it, a lot of you don't. You can go through your entire Facebook database, for lack of a better term, by every day that someone's birthday notification pops up, send them a birthday message. But don't make it like everyone else's. Make it quirky, make it different. And then what you do is either on the day, but the trick, what the experts do, is the day after. Because everyone's inundated on their birthday with all the happy birthday, all that stuff. And so you can send them that, but then on the day after, send them a really personal message and allude to something like, always love to check in with people, what their greatest achievement was in their last 12 months. And for a lot of people, they realize they're not where they want to be. And it's a good check-in. And often it can lead to some kind of opening to talk about a pain, a frustration, a health goal, that kind of thing. And then in 12 months' time, when you check back in again, it's just a really good time. Hey, what's improved since the last time we connected? So if you're not sending a birthday message to every single person that pops up and you're prompted to, it's easy to do, it's easy not to do. It'll take you a few minutes. I know some people on the team, they will get the voice message and they'll sing something funky. You can
video message.
What's that one that you do where you record?
There's a cool app called Dub Smash, DUB Smash, and you can record a video of you lip syncing a song, which is really funny. So
what's your one?
Your shorty, it's your birthday, and you can be real cool. Well, not really cool, but you can just make it fun, and you're going to stand out, and people are going to notice that. Versus a typed happy birthday, have an amazing day. Just take the extra 15 seconds and actually send video that makes them laugh, makes them feel special, and is nice and personalized. It doesn't have to take a lot of time, but it's that leaving that impact and people going, oh my gosh, that was really cool. Some of their friends are going to be sending them a standard happy birthday on their timeline or their newsfeed, which they never get to see. And you're actually the one, one of the few going out of your way to make a big difference and make them feel special.
Have I shared my mess up around that?
Oh, yes. He's had a good mess up with that.
So I was like, I'm going to be really cool. I'm going to send, it was a new contact, young girl. And I went to send a video, but it gave me the option to send a song. And I looked at the songs from Spotify. They were crap, but you could choose whatever song. So I chose that song and sent it. But all I had in my mind was, yo, shorty, it's your birthday. And then I've sent it, and then I've clicked back on the icon, but didn't play from that part. It played from come give me a hug or a little rub, like that part.
I ain't into making love. Anyway, definitely the wrong part of the song. So note to self, Let's make sure we send the right thing to people. Anyway.
She didn't order any product.
No, I bet she didn't. Anyway, just to show that we all make mistakes and stuff up, it's always good to have a little laugh at ourselves. So something that we wanted to let you guys know about, we are always learning, growing, innovating, and we are actually coaching with Eric Worre. He, if you don't know him, he is the author of the book GoPro. He has an incredible event in Vegas every year. If you don't know about that, you should find out from us. It's in December every year. It is phenomenal, and this year is going to be an absolute game changer. But he has a group of the top 6 and 7 figure earners in all sorts of companies that are in a special training group. And the other week, he actually had all of the leaders share their customer attraction strategies. So it was really cool to hear across the board what's working for different companies, what's working for different leaders. There's one lady, she has, it blows my mind, over 1,600 personal customers with her company and her product. And just some of the strategies that we were able to learn from, tweak a little bit so that it's applicable to what we're doing. A lot of it, I think we're doing a really great job of, which is awesome. But just some new ways of going about things to stand out, to have an edge. So there's some cool things Anthony's going to share, which we learned from some of these amazing 6 and 7 figure earners, that it's just about staying top of mind with people, but also showing people that you're living the lifestyle and you're becoming, I guess, a living example of the product is what I'm trying to say. Anyway. Your turn.
So something really simple. It's probably disappeared by now. But on your camera, put it onto time lapse and record yourself taking the products every single day. And so whether it's making a smoothie, shaking it up, having it, making it in the blender, having it, pouring the capsules out, taking them. And
kids
so
drinking smoothies, whatever it might be.
But anything to do with you taking the product, record it. Just set your phone up there on the countertop and hit it. It's either time lapse or if you've got a different version of that, but one where it speeds it up. And then add that to your story every day. Because then everyone who's watching your story every single day, it's there. You don't need to say anything about it, but every single day it's there.
And here's what's cool. It's holding you accountable to consistency of taking the product. So that's a good thing. Secondly, one of the leaders was saying she only talks about the product once a week. And the rest of the time, her posts, she's not a walking billboard of her product by any means, but every single day on her story, for the people that are engaging and interacting with her, they're always seeing what she's doing and they're seeing her live the mission on the products, but it's not all over her newsfeed. And I think this is just brilliant. So a lot of engagement now is happening through stories versus people's actual posts that they're doing. Some people, instead of watching TV, are literally just watching people's stories, and that's like their TV channel. So you get to be in front of a lot of people, you get to see who's engaging with it, and you just never know, someone watching you doing this consistently over time, they're going to be asking questions and leaning in. So I think that's really cool.
And then, so you're only posting once a day, guys. More than that, your own posts are competing against each other to be seen on other people's feeds. Yeah. And so with your posting, just make sure it's at key time for your avatar. It's mostly going to be about now, kind of that 7 to 9 p.m. Or for some others, it might be earlier in the day if you've got like a mum's kind of avatar once kids are dropped off to school or whatnot. But typically, so always post at the same time.
But and then the stories, last for 24 hours. It doesn't really matter when you're taking your product. People are going to see them through.
It's just on a roll.
Did I butt into you?
Total relevant conversation. And so it's almost like a radio show tonight, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, anyways. So you're talking stories, I'm talking posting. So make sure your posts are once a day relevant. And to get people to see them more, the most people who are going to see them are the people you're starting conversations with. You start a conversation with someone, Facebook goes, oh, you're more than just acquaintances, you're friends, and they're going to put your post in front of them. But then day to day, you want to be adding to your story as much as you can. You know, you can't really overdo it. You'll see mine, it could just be still photos that are funny. The one that Brian did the other night about the wine was awesome.
Did you explain that? No.
So he did a post, and then I took it and broke it down across 3 stories. And it was Yvette hates it when I mess with her red wine. Last night I added lemonade and fruit to it. Now she's sangria than ever. And it was just like so funny. So stuff like that, but stuff that shows your personality. You want engagement. You want people to be so good.
Yeah. But it's not always stuff that you would necessarily have on your timeline or on your actual page. So I think it's good to just kind of bring that humor and that funny in. It's good.
It's little grabs here, little grabs there. And so as you're doing this, I'll check back and you can click on how many viewers. You can click the viewers and click on and see who's actually looking at your stories. And after a while, you're going to see a trend. Who are the people? But I'll literally click on every single one of those people who have seen the story. And then there's an icon off to the side where you can message them directly. And you can see the thread. And there's people I haven't been in a conversation with for 2 years, and I can pick it right back up. Hey, time flies, 2 years, what's been happening, how are the kids, that kind of thing. Or you're going to see you've never had a conversation with people. And I just start by saying, hey, great to connect. Thanks for checking out my stories. That's it. If you're not doing this, make sure that your settings on Instagram stories are syncing straight to your Facebook stories. Then you don't need to be dealing with both. So that's just a day-to-day, and it's just having it in your consciousness to go, oh, I'm walking down the beach, film something. Oh, I'm going into the gym, just film me walking in. You know, just little grabs all throughout the day. And yeah, more than flicking through people's timelines now, people are seeing stories. So that's the tip there. So taking time lapse of taking the products, putting that onto your story every single day. Kate was talking about your posting. You kind of want a ratio of 4:1. So 4 of just general life. Your highest values. If you haven't done the avatar training, make sure you do that, because then you know who you're trying to appeal to. You already know what the most important things to them are. It's what's important to you. And so you're doing your posts based on that. And then 2 are alluding to your lifestyle. It could be a screenshot of the Zoom and all of the people training, all right? It could be, hey, so excited about going to conference. Oh, we got Vegas coming up. So things that's not about the product or the business, but it's kind of alluding to it. And then that gives you permission that once a week is just an out and out, blatant, this is what I do and this is the product. And so with that, what I encourage you to do, at least with your story, is make it like Transformation Tuesday. And so you'll take a before and after from one of the previous transformation challenges. You'll just get those from the groups and just do the before and after, and then do a question about it or a poll about it so that people can engage. So you want to explain about the double yes?
Yeah, absolutely. So what I just shared with you before is an example of just like creating a social media plan for yourself where you can just share it again. So where you can actually kind of plot out, all right, now I know it does say on this, this is a post that was originally set back in 2017, And that's when posting 3+ times a day was amazing. That does not work anymore. So I'll update that. But this is just a cool thing to kind of go, all right, well, today I'm going to do a friends thing. I'm going to do a quote. I'll do a recipe. And then the subtle product comes in at maybe once during the week, but that's it. The rest of it is about adding value and creating engagement with people. So just make sure everyone's muted.
So yeah, Transformation Tuesday, make that your consistent. The other thing we're going to start doing, so the lady that we're really closely following, who is just doing crazy things, crazy big good things in network marketing, she goes live once a week, and it's a full-on, this is the product, these are the results, this is, you know, where you can get it. Like, it's very much, this is what we do. It's out there, it's loud, it's proud. And then each of her team create a watch party off of that live. So it's almost like they're doing a live off the live.
And there's a reason behind this.
Because what she was doing, she was getting hundreds of people commenting, yeah, I want to do this, I want the trial pack. But what was happening is her team was sharing the live. People are commenting on it, and then she's got to try and decipher, like, who are all these people, and try and feed them back out to the team where they came from. So if each of the team creates a watch party off of it, now anyone who comments on it on their watch party, they can see it's their
leads to follow up with. So essentially, it's rather than sharing a live, so we're going to be doing this consistently every week. It's something that we've committed to. And so what we'll be doing then, you guys get to leverage off that. You get to leverage off our knowledge, our passion, our conviction around the products, and you get to share it going, oh my gosh, check this out, create the watch party. And then all of your people that have watched it and engaged in it, then you can see that yourself from within your own Facebook. And then everyone's going, then you have the right ability to circle back with them versus it all be on one big long feed. So that's exciting.
I just went to turn it down, but it's you're here.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so fun working with your partner, guys, I got to say. Do I know what day it is? Yes, the day that we're going to consistently do our live. Have we decided? We haven't decided yet.
Probably probably a Wednesday.
A Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Cool.
So what you could do is something like on a Tuesday, say, here's the Transformation Tuesday, here's the post, and then you could do a question about it. Who would like to join us live tomorrow night, Wednesday at 8:00, for example? Don't quote that. I haven't locked it in yet. But I will, once I do this, I'll just every single week, Kate or I, and I'll call on some of you guys. We'll share screen. We'll talk to people who've got great results.
Yeah.
And so that way, every single week, you know, we're going live. You can word people up to join in and share it and do the watch party. So more of that to come. We'll get you all the specific details. Don't start sending us questions, asking. We'll get it to you, I promise.
Absolutely. So I'm going to share my screen and show you two other things. Some of you might already be aware of a search tool, which I think is brilliant. And this is just a great way of you finding more people that have challenges of what you're looking for, or, you know, have similar interests or live in certain areas, all sorts of things like that. So it's a Google search tool. I've been using it. I think it's brilliant, and I just want to show you guys. So you must have the Google browser on your computer to be able to access it. So first of all, if you've got the Google Chrome search tool, if you search Facebook Google search tool in Google Chrome, you'll see that one of the first things that comes up is the Intelligent Search Google Chrome, and that's a plugin that you can, an extension that you can download for free and then add that into your browser. So then when I am in Facebook, for example, up here, move this across, you can see there's a little, I don't even know what, it's just, I don't even know what that is.
It looks like a speaker.
Okay, it looks like a speaker. So this little button will pop up, and this allows me to search certain things. So I can go into Facebook and I can say, maybe they're a group member of asthma. Maybe they live in a certain area. Maybe they like let's say Michelle Bridges. Is that her name? Yeah. So they like Michelle Bridges, and I'm going to hit search Facebook. So what this is going to do is it's going to bring everyone up. Hopefully this, I didn't test it earlier, so I'm hoping this is going to work. Of course you're not working now. Why? I've actually got some challenges with some pop-ups happening at the moment. So that could be my problem. I'm going to try once more. Search should just work. Come on. Help me out, please. All right. Slight technical malfunction, but that's the joy.
What should come up?
What should come up the thing that would come up is all of my friends, all of my Facebook friends that like Michelle Bridges would come up in a feed for me to be able to then go, oh, now we've got our 6-week challenge on right now, guys, and we have 7 or 6 days to be able to still have people in. So if I've got people liking Michelle Bridges, I can go, oh, maybe they'd be interested in doing our challenge. So I am going to circle back on this Google search tool. I don't know if this is my browser just having a pop-up problem right now, but I'll let you guys know. It's definitely great because you can see out of the friends you have what they're interested in, what their challenges are, so you can then have real specific conversations with those people. The next thing I want to share with you are some poll ideas. Polls are so brilliant. Anthony was referencing them before, and these are a couple of examples. I know we used them in our online session last week. So here's some examples of some polls you guys can use, and we're really big on the double yes. We don't want a yes or a no option. We want people to have 2 reasons to respond. So for example, where are my fellow travel lovers at? Me, I need more money. That's a really cool poll because then you've got the people saying me, awesome. Where are you going to travel next? What's on your bucket list? Where would you love to go? And for the people that need more money, if getting to the point of a conversation where if I could show you a way to create an extra travel fund online through social media, is that something that you would be interested in to learn more? He's trying to turn my volume down. So that's a great post from a business perspective. Down here, I'm just curious what's something you're struggling or suffering with. Skin or low energy or sleep issues. So again, you're getting people to engage. People love engaging. This is a great one as well. And then another one here, I'd love to share some of our amazing results from our clients. Could do some pictures from the challenge, the before and afters that we've got in the resources section, or right here, what are you sick of struggling with? Low energy. People can kind of choose along the scale. So these are just some great examples, guys. Obviously, you want to pick your photos and choose your topics wisely, but the polls are a brilliant way of you, engaging with people and finding those that are looking for what you have to offer. All right, so Jamin has just said that the search tool is not working at the moment. I'm going to figure out a plan for that, and it's not my browser. Okay.
It'll be working again in sometime in July.
That's fine. All right, little problem. Thanks for that, guys. I'll figure out another option for you and keep you posted on that. So we have some amazing people on the line right now. People don't engage much with my polls. Am I doing something wrong?
Yeah.
So what I would be doing, Priscilla, is I would ask, how often are you engaging with other people? So this is really big, and I'm sure some of the people we'll hear from in just a second will reiterate this. What we want to do is spend a chunk of time each day. Imagine you've got 30 minutes, spend 10 minutes of your day on engaging with other people. So if you're thinking about who you'd love to help, who you'd love to have on your team, who you would love to talk about, our program and products with, you want to engage on their Facebook page or in their polls or with their Insta page first, because that's going to get you top of mind, and with the algorithms as well, you'll be showing up more. So I would say if people aren't engaging with you, maybe you're not spending much time engaging with them first. So that could be one factor.
And if there's people you really would love to have on your team, you have them top of mind. So you have a list of your VIPs. So they're the people you go to every single day and make sure you're liking, you're commenting, looking at all their stories. because you're going to then continually be in front of them.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the law of reciprocity. So they're going to want to reciprocate what that is.
Awesome. All right. We are going to head across.
Reciprocity.
It's a big word for a Monday night. All right. So we're going to head across and chat with a couple of customer queens tonight who had incredible results this past week, but not just this past month, just what they've been doing consistently over time. So first up, we're going to hear from the lovely Tracy. I'm going to unmute and spotlight you, hun. Thank you for jumping on and sharing some wisdom with us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Now, how long have you been on the team for now, Trace?
About 3 years.
3 years. So you've been doing this, consistently over time. Have you ever had a month like you have just had last month?
I have. I've had a couple of months where I've got on about 10 new clients. So
incredible.
Yeah.
And so firstly, congratulations.
Hey,
Would you say that you have a big network of people? Do you have lots of Facebook friends?
No, look, honestly, when I started, I had about 300 Facebook friends. I've grown that. So, yeah, I've got a lot more friends than I do now, but I'm definitely not I'm not a huge Facebook presence or Insta presence. So,
how did you grow it and to how many now?
I've got about 1,800 friends now.
Wow, that's
on Facebook, and it was just through groups and old acquaintances that popped up as someone to connect with, just reaching out to them and meeting new people through groups and reaching out that way.
And would you say you're an outgoing person by nature, Tracy, or what? No.
No. I'm generally a shy, quite reserved person. So in a million years, I never thought I'd be doing something like this. So a lot of people think that, I can't do what you're doing because I'm so shy or I don't have a big network of friends. But yeah, I'm quite reserved.
Well, that's great. And I think that's really good for everyone on the line to hear, because not everyone is that outgoing personality. Not everyone's starting, most people aren't starting with a huge heap of Facebook friends. And so you've gone into groups to find people with similar values to you. Would you have kind of just stuck to one or two topics of those groups, or what's been your approach with that?
Yeah, so I've kind of I've found a couple of groups that I feel comfortable in, and round like mums or healthy plant-based diets. So I've just kind of reached out to people that way. Something in common, nice to meet new friends, that kind of a reach out.
Great. And so with this past month, obviously we had the 6-week challenge. So that's been an opportunity to have a timeline around people ordering their products, at a specific date. But what's been the main source of, I guess, you having people get started in June? You had over 9 or 10 customers start last month, which is amazing.
Yes. So some of my customers were customers for the challenge, and I'd been having a conversation with them for some time. Some of the conversations I've had have been going on for like 2 years, so it's just kind of been keeping top of mind. The time hasn't been right, and I just reached out to them and said, look, we've got this amazing challenge coming up, no idea if it could be for you or not, but thought you could be up for it. I've got a webinar that I can send you if you're interested. Yeah. And then a few of the other customers I got on this month as well. Most of them were people that I've been having ongoing conversations with, and it's just circling back to them and just checking in and seeing how they're going.
Amazing. How many people would you have sent that message to?
The challenge message?
Yeah.
I think probably about 30 at least.
Nice.
Yeah.
Michelle's asking, how often are you circling back? Because obviously for some people, you know, we want to have our customers order now, and you've had conversations with people for up to 2 years, which is incredible that you've just kept that relationship going. So when you're doing that and you've got that long-term vision with what you can create, how often do you circle back, and what does that look like?
It depends how kind of close our friendship's gotten. Like, I don't want to feel like a stalker and just keep inboxing people going, hey, how you going? So some of them I'll kind of circle back in 2 weeks' time and just say, you know, did you get my last message? Just checking up to see how you're going. I use a diary, and I'll pop them in my diary for like a month's time, or just depending how it is, and circling back. If people just go cold on me with no response, I just think, okay, well, I'll just leave them and I'll come back to them, give it, you know, a month or two before I circle back.
Excellent. And so were you using any polls or anything like that that kind of helped create success for you this past month? Or has it just been that staying in touch and, you know, adding value and circling back with people?
I've been using polls and stories. So all of that's kind of new to me. So I've been introducing that. And a few of my reach outs were people that I saw pop up on my poll or my story, just reaching out and saying, hey, how you going? Don't know if it's for you or not, but yeah.
Excellent. And so what advice would you give to the team? We've got 6 days left of the challenge that people can actually enter. So what's some advice you would pass on to anyone that might have some conversations that they haven't circled back on, or, you know, that what would be some actions that you would suggest for people to take?
I think just, you know what, reach out to people, because you don't know if this is their right time or their not right time. So if you've had people interested in the challenge before, I'd definitely be circling back to them and just saying, look, I know last time the timing wasn't right. Could be you know, time could be right now. So yeah, definitely circling back and keeping top of mind with the stories and things like that. Yeah, just reach out, because you never know who needs it. Like, yeah, people don't like asking for help sometimes.
That's right. Yeah. Amazing. Well, we are super proud of you. You literally were one of the top customer queens for the month, which is amazing. And I love that, you know, you're so humble in, you know, what you're doing, and it really is amazing. I think so great for everyone to learn from different personalities and different people on what they're doing to really maintain those relationships and add value to people, and have people reach out, you know, and ask for help. So you've done amazing. Thank you so much for sharing, hun.
Thank you.
So good.
Mm-hmm.
Nikita.
Where is Nikita? Can I see where? There she is, down there. All right, we've got another customer queen so that we can hear from tonight. Just going to pop you in the spotlight, Nikita.
Hello.
Hello. There you are.
Hello.
Hi, congratulations on an amazing last month. You as well helped so many people get started, which is really exciting. So we would love to hear from you, what were some of your main strategies that you used, you know, for this past month, and were these conversations that had been happening for some time and it kind of kicked in because, you know, with the challenge and there was a timeline for people, or was it just something different that you were doing?
I think obviously we've been through 2 of these before, and I think my first one, I think I got maybe 1 person or no people, and my second one I think was, I'm not even sure, 2 or 3, and now I've got 8 joining me with the challenge, which is amazing. I found, and this is what I sort of shared with my team at the moment, is a message that I've used and just touch base with the people that I've already sort of invited into the challenge, and also just in general, who can I help? And the message was, hey, I'm running an incredible 6-week health transformation challenge. I'd really love to do it with you. Would you support me and see what I can do to help you? it would mean so much to me. And so I was sort of circling back with the people and sort of making it an interaction. So we're doing it together, you and me, we're doing it together, and it's going to be amazing. And sort of just got that excitement going.
That's awesome. I love that. And it's people feeling like they're doing it with you. I think that's brilliant.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what, you know, I'm trying to create with the challenges. We're doing it together and sort of keeping that interaction going.
And how many people would you have sent that message out to, do you think?
Probably about 50. I just circled back to everyone I've spoken to about it, and then new people who I'd obviously connected with, and then people I saw were interested in doing another health challenge. So I sort of hit them up and sort of friended them and talked to them. I'm like, oh, I saw you're interested in doing this health challenge. I'm actually running an incredible health transformation. Do you want in? Do you want some more information? It's going to be epic. So, yeah.
And explain to me, how do you know people are interested in doing a health challenge?
You know how you see people are interested in different events? So on Facebook, I've seen a certain gym is running an 8-week challenge, and I could see at the top it says your friends Becky, Sammy and Doodad have you know, they've liked this challenge. And I thought, okay, well, we're already friends, so I'll reach out to them. Sometimes I know them, sometimes I don't. And yeah, I just saw, I'm like, hey, I saw you're interested. I'm actually running a challenge. Would you like some more information? It's amazing.
Ooh, I like that. Awesome.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty good.
Something that I think could be helpful as well, guys, if you in your news feed, if you were to search challenge or health challenge, that will probably bring some of those things up so that you could possibly see, you know, friends liking things. So I think that's a really great strategy. Very good. And so you've sent that out to 50 or so people, and you're circling back with them, and that's what's helped you have over, did you say 8 or 9 people starting this challenge with you?
Yeah, that's right. And a lot of them have been friends who are, you know, are supporting my business, and a lot of them are new people that I've approached obviously before. And again, the timing wasn't right for them, and now it is. And yeah, so it's just been sort of going back to them and staying persistent and sort of not pestering those who have clearly not responded to me and being that person. So, but loving on their posts and stalking them a little bit and loving on them.
How many team have you started in, say, the last 5 weeks?
I've started, it would be 5 or 6.
Amazing.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
And so maybe you'd like to share around that. I know it's not the topic of conversation, but share with everyone what you did last month. Let's start with the event.
Yeah, I don't know what shifted for me personally. I think it was a personal shift within myself as well. But some of them are conversations that I've had with people, because I've been in this business just over a year, and some of them have been, again, conversations I've had over the past year. Some of them have been, you know, some of them it took, you know, 8 months for them to go, oh my goodness, this is for me and I want in. And that's just what it is. And some of them have been, yeah, most of them have just been like long-term conversations where I've stayed loving on them. I've stayed kind to them. Because when I was first started, I was chatting to Tennille and I'm like, why don't they want to join my team? My team's going to be amazing. Why? What's wrong with them? And then Tennille's like, we just love them. It's okay. I'm like, I want it to happen right now. And as you do. And I took a big step back, and I just thought, well, this is not about me. It's not about me, it's about them and what's right for them and their journey. So I just stayed loving on them, and one of the amazing team, Christina, I'm not sure if she's jumping on tonight. She came to my Wine, Wealth and Wellness event on Sunshine Coast a couple of Saturdays ago, and I hadn't seen her for a few while because I kind of juice plus vomited all over her when I had a smoothie with her a few months prior, and she got really, really scared, and I don't blame her. I'm sure I was absolutely terrifying. And she came to the event and we had a drink and we chatted, and I just said, you know, what if? Is this something that still interests you? And yeah, she signed up yesterday, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy for her. So it's about the other person and just being patient and continuing to love on them.
I love that. And playing the long game, having that long-term vision for your business, isn't it, as well, and not looking for what you can do.
Huge.
Right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's amazing, Han. Congratulations. And that was a really cool little tip around looking at what your friends are liking and what events they're going to, and as an in to start those conversations as well.
Awesome. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you so much gold there. We're going to hear from one more customer queen, the lovely Georgia. I'm going to spotlight you now, Han, and I'll just
Did Georgia know she's hopping on?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Hey, Georgia.
Let's have a repeat of last time.
Under the bus, girlfriend.
So you as well. What I love about you, Georgia, you were like, I don't know, did I have a good month? And I'm like, yeah, you had a really good. There's a lot of people that would love to help as many people as you helped last month, which is amazing. And I know you're only a couple of months into the journey, but you are doing the right things consistently, and it's resulting in people, you know, saying yes and getting started. And so I'd love, you know, just to find out from you what maybe one or two of the key things that you've done the last month or so that's resulted in so many people starting with you, you know, for the month of June, so that we can learn about, you know, some other skills that maybe we can build or stay consistent with.
Well, I think really it's you guys, to be honest. I'm just doing what you tell me. I don't
That's not common, just so you know.
I've got really no idea what I'm doing, so I'm just taking everyone else's advice and kind of not being pushy and letting people kind of giving a little bit of information and just not oversaying. But most of mine have been through, I think, not so much Facebook, but probably friendships, because I'm still new into the business. So I've probably got a few friends that are just keen to hear, and I've never really posted on Facebook. So everyone's going, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? And I've sometimes post things a couple of times in a row accidentally, and they probably feel sorry for me a little bit, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, that's.
I love that. And well, it just
to really drive the message.
Yes, and I think most people that are, because I don't have a lot of friends on Facebook, I think people do go, oh, Georgia.
Yeah. I'm just going to order to put her out of her misery.
Maybe.
Now, have you used the conversation asking people, hey, I'm excited to have kicked off my online business. Would you support me? Have you said that? No. So the people that you've been speaking with, they've seen a post or two of what you've done online, and then you've had an offline conversation around, you know, what you're up to, or what does that look like?
Yeah, it's probably been a little bit of the Facebook stuff, and then conversations in the street or at the coffee shop, or more face to face, I think. But I've been doing a lot of learning and having a lot of conversations with people about that. I think just I've done a big shift in myself. So everyone's asking me about that and how can we get that happening for ourselves. And I'm trying to help them on more of a level than just offering products. I'm doing just a little bit of coaching and offering them audio books and offering them maybe a few training sessions or just exercise, just healthy eating tips, just
Adding value.
Adding value, I think.
Adding value regardless of whether they become a customer of yours or not, yeah?
Yes, yeah.
And I think that's a really big point, guys, when we when first of all, it's thinking about how can I help this person? How can I, share something with them that's going to improve their life, whether they become a customer of mine or not? That's a really great mindset to have because people remember that.
Yeah. And a few of my friends don't have Facebook yet. So I've just sent them a couple of taken photos of a recipe or something within the Tribal Wellness group and then just text it to them from the photo. And so I got someone from that as well. Pardon?
They have a phone.
They have a phone. They just don't have Facebook yet.
Right. Are they in the retirement village or where?
No, they're just my friend.
That's great. So adding value to people regardless of the outcome, I think that's a really great, approach to have. And how many conversations would you say you would have started in the last month? Or how many conversations do you start a day? What's your kind of plan with that?
Who's at the coffee shop?
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually don't have a set number yet. Mm-hmm. I've got a lot of other things that I'm doing as well, so I don't really know. I'm probably sometimes, like today I haven't done any. Yesterday, probably for the last week, I've probably done maybe 4 or 5. Excellent. School holidays, husband's on holidays, just time got busy, but I don't know. I think 5 and then I probably don't do that many yet. But I'm planning on doing 5 a day. Anthony, I promise.
But I think the difference is a face-to-face conversation is a lot more valuable than 10 online pretend Facebook friends.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? These are people that you've built rapport with, relationships with. They already know, like, and trust you, and they can see you're making a difference, you're changing, and they want a part of it. Would I be?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I think, for some people, the lesson here is come out from behind the screen, go actually speak to people, real people, whether you know them or not. And it's going to be a lot more valuable, those conversations, than having, I reckon it's like at least a 10-to-1 ratio.
Yeah. I think also there's a couple of just healthy eating shops around, and I've had a few meetings with a few of the girls in those shops and just said, hey, I don't know whether it's for you, but do you want to catch up? You might be interested. I know you're studying, doing uni, and I know, and they've actually taught me things about social media. I know, surprise, but like, yeah, it sounds really great. Maybe not just yet, but we'll keep you in mind. And then their sister signs up, or, it's someone else. They're talking.
Go where the healthy people hang out, right? And have things there, or catch up with people. That's brilliant. And then, give genuine compliments to those people if they're, doing a great job. I love it.
Well, it's a real life group.
It is. Absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing, Hannah. And I love that, for everyone that has, we've been able to chat to tonight, it's so great to see different personalities, different backgrounds, and different approaches. Nikita was very consistent in reaching out to those 50 people. Tracy's been building those relationships over, years, but then getting to that point where people are saying yes. And Georgia has a lot of those personal conversations that really have a lot of weight and is adding that value to people regardless of whether they get started. So I think there's so much value to get from so many different kind of backgrounds and personalities and stories. And I think the big thing is it's about taking action, guys, and not getting attached to the outcome, and having that long-term vision of what you can create over time, over consistency, not thinking about who's going to order with me right now, but how can I help them, and how do I stay top of mind with them moving forward.
People say no to this challenge. There's going to be another one later in the year. Exactly. You heard what Nikita said. It's a third one. And so it's just putting the relationship first and not sending a message that's harsh or salesy, and then you'll never have them as a customer, which is sad for them because it could be the very thing that helps them and changes their life.
So 6 more days before the challenge closes off. I challenge you guys to start having some of those conversations. Think about what Nikita said. What do you think? let's do this together. How many messages of those can you get out between, you know, the next couple of days that can result in people getting started with you? How can you start sharing your products, your daily use of them into your stories consistently now every day? Looking at then sharing the Facebook Lives that we're going to be doing, creating watch parties of those so you can circle back with people. And then even looking at some of those, the groups, the events that some of your friends like, searching some of those challenges and then finding people that, you know, are looking for what you guys have in your hands. So really grateful for the ladies for sharing tonight. Excited to see what is on the horizon right now. Between now and November, it's go time, it's grow time. It's a really amazing time of the year to be growing, and it's awesome to see just the possibility of what you guys can create from that consistency, you know, doing that in your business.
We'll have details out this week about Vegas GoPro. You'll be hearing a lot more about that. It'll be our key focus for the end of the year. Some really cool stuff happening in that space.
And also for those of you on the Gold Coast, we've got the game plan on the 2nd of November as well. The other thing, 20th of July in Melbourne, and also on the Gold Coast, we have the Super Saturday events. So business event, special guest speaker, and a training with top leaders. So all the details for that, if you haven't come across those yet, if you go to the events section of Dream Team in our Facebook group, you'll see all of those events and details where you can book your tickets. You can bring guests along for free or customers along for free to either of those events as well. So really excited for it. Can't wait.